Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
A first down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Motion. One. Mike 51. Tighten up.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 66. Hey, hot.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
What we got? Rip. Check it, reload.
Here's Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Gostkowski, the extra point. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Mariota now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Motion. 3.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
1.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Alert! Kill! Hey, do! When it hit, 72.
First down, here's Wright. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
No, 66. Hey, Alpha. Let's get it together, team. Hey.
Here's Brady to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
53 men now. 55, back 55. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Get your swerve on. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Hey, check it. Yep. Watch the twist. Hey, Charlie. 55 is Mike, guy. 55. Here we go.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's got it to James White. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch left. Tight end to the right, tight end left. Hey, we got 4 now. 50. Check. Hey, check it.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Edelman there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Check pass. 1. Go 58's the Mike. Coming to you. Coming to you. Check. One.
On third down, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Give me that ball. Three. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still... One. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. One. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Deuce. Three.
Now Mariota. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards on the play. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Hey, Bolt 66.
On second down now, it's White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
And it's third down. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Nice 50, nice 50. Down to lose 1.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check it, reload.
They'll run for it. This is White. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Where are they, team? 3.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mariota to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Defense wins championships, baby. One. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You go night. One. Chance. Show it up. Staying open. Hey, check Mike 21.
To throw is Mariota. And it's caught. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 72. No, check that. Check smooth. 2 right here. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. It's complete. James White. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, set. 53. Okay, double. Regular. Back two, Mike back two. All you get is a headache. Hey, Mike 52. Mike Picciano. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you out of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
You ready?
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day, dog.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, it's White pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Mike, 55.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times?
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 99 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha, 15, check right, 15. Set the tone, defense, 72.
They'll run on first down. White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Alabama. Mike 50. Oh, here we go. Oh, goes 50. Watch the whip. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Alabama.
From the 38, Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check it. 50, my 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
56.
They begin with Henry. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, check. Switch. 1. 3. Smoke.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, keep it. Recon, 132 fight. He's coming. We got double up.
On third down, Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. The Jags have just scored as they'll add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Now a play fake. Brady going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The point after try for Gostkowski. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Muhammad, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Where are they, team? It's a party now. Where are they, team? Alert 3, alert 3.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Go Bandit! Sugar!
They go right back to White here on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the white room. Get me too. Mike 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, orbit. Mike 55. Here I come. Alpha.
On play action. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, 66. 52, Mike 52. Hey, exit. We own them. Regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Max 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check back 21. All day, all day.
Again, it's Henry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Jugger. We got 4. We got 4. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the shadow. Watch the pass.
To throw, it's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Oh, this is blocked. And the Titans pick it up. And now look at him go. The 40, the 30, past the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
We're going to shut you down.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. 25 yards that time. But we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play. This is Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. One.
Now Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mariota to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it. Prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I got it. Check, 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 check. Check. One. Check, check.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lawrence Guy. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Brady gives this to White. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. White again. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Mike, 53! Silver!
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha! Check, 55 to Mike! Hey, let's get this! Check it!
On 3rd down, a run from White. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.